All right, so the theater has 30 rows of 20 seats. Right, and it says that tickets closest to the stage are $45 per, and then all the others are 35 per. Okay, so when you look at this to be representing, so here's the variable they chose for you, which is n. Okay, and so if you're looking at 30 rows of 20, okay, so when you take the expression or the model for this, and you're looking for the total income. Okay, so it's going to be $45 per every n. Okay, now when you look at this, I'm going to multiply by n, but in each row, so this is talking about the rows, so each row of this has how many seats? 20. So you can put your 20 here, you could also put it later in the problem, but you're going to take 45 rows, or $45 per 20 seats in n rows, and you're going to add that to $35 times the 20 seats in each row. And then what expression would give you the remaining rows after you account for n? So the total number of rows was 30. N are accounted for in the expression, so what's left? So again, let's say that the n was a 5. If you were $45 for the first 5 rows, how many rows would be in the cheaper seats? 30 minus n, so 25 in that case. So 30 minus n gives you the generic, just the general expression for that. And so here is your equation. You can simplify what you have. So again, I can just use the calculator here. If we take 45 times 20 times, and I'm going to go ahead and just use n since that's what it is, plus 35 times 20 times the quantity. Now notice I do have to put grouping symbols on this. 30 minus n, close it off. Okay, all of my order of operations should be adhered to just by the calculator. And so I get 200n plus 21,000. So this is my expression for the income. And then if it asks me, it doesn't, does it? Oh, so when n is 5. So let's say when n is 5. So what I can now do, we talked about using the with key to evaluate, right? This is a case where you can use the with key pretty easily here. If we just go up and highlight this expression and hit enter to pull it down on our screen, use the with key, this vertical bar next to the 7, and then identify that we're substituting n is equal to, and I'm just going to choose 5. Hit enter, I get my first answer of 22,000. Okay, and then it asks me to test when n is 10. So all I need to do right here is delete 5, replace it with a 10, hit enter, get 23,000, and obviously you can see where this is headed. The next one at 15, you should expect it to be 10,000 more, or I'm sorry, 1,000 more. So those would be your 3 different answers as you move through.